Free, why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Shout it out to everybody that's in the building. Shout it out to everybody that's in the building. I'm waiting for some more people to come in the building, but do me a favor, y'all. If anybody can hear me crystal clear, anybody but a dead body, do me a favor and put up them dice cubes. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to my man, City Boy Floyd. Big Brooklyn shit is in the building. He said, Dice, you got them vibes up. Can you dig it? Holly said, I am heard crystal clear. So I'm going to get down to this breakdown of the people that type down first. We got my man Chief, red hair, brown eyes in the building. He said salute. Salute to the chat. Big Dice. We got Harley. We got the sis in from Philly. Real Philly shit. We got Miss L'Oreal, one of the visionaries. Shout out to my man DS1 Ross the Boss. He cooked today. If y'all ain't see that show, DS cooked today. That man cooked. He cooked. He cooked. He be the one to make me want to just keep the stew going. You know what I'm saying? Like he passed the restaurant over to me. We got City Boy Floyd. Big Brooklyn shit in the building. You understand what I'm saying to you? My man Juan Ramon said, where did the OGs go wrong? Where did the OGs go wrong? We're going to talk about that tonight. We got Angie, baby, is in the building. Appreciate you for holding me down. She's been a member for 12 months. She told y'all, stop playing. Get down with it. Join the fucking family. Grown folks business. Grown folks conversation over here. Harley said, Joe, check this out. On my YouTube, finally open. Don't know what to do. Need help, please. Thank you. I got 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 you. City Boy Floyd said DS1 had a fire show. The dude is different, man. He's totally different, y'all. He's totally different. Back to my man Juan. He asked a very, very, very important question, y'all. Very important question. My man Juan said, where did the OGs go wrong? We're going to get into that tonight. I hope y'all checked that show last night. I did. I got some good feedback on it. We got to the reputation because people telling me to do a reputation part 2 because that reputation word was something special when we came up. But this is one of the things that some of the OGs did wrong. But we can't really complain because they showed us what they were taught. But they didn't teach us to play good music. They told us to always have this image that we were supposed to be gangsters and shit like that. But this is what the OG should have told us. You're not going to be around women all your motherfucking time. I mean, men all the time. You're not going to be around gangsters all the time. Sometimes you're going to be around some family members, your friends, you know, a good romantic evening with your lady. You need to get into some music like this, y'all. Shout out to Janet Jackson. Fair YouTube usage. Let's get into some music. Let's take it back, Angie. Let's go. Yo, shout out to Janet Jackson. Shout out to the grown folks that's in the building, man. Shout out, man. Yo, my man told me that too, because it seemed like I'm going in and out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have to do that. I'm how the fuck up. Hold on. Let me get it right. Let me get it right. We got to get this one right. Before I seemed like my shit was lagging a little bit. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to. Give me a second. We shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hold on. Make sure this is right. Hold on. My fault. I'm back. I'm there. No. That was me, y'all. That was me. I made a mistake. That was me. I refreshed it right quick and it just hit it off and came right back. Don't even worry about it. We good. Oh, shit. We good, y'all. We here. Word up. That was me. That wasn't no copyright or nothing like that. Remember, I got it going across. We got the copyright disclaimer going, so certain times we play certain music. They'll even give me the option to delete it, take it out, or share the revenue. You know what I'm saying? But how y'all good people doing tonight? I think I got a good one for y'all. Y'all know I'm going to start it out with this. Hold on. She said, go to your studio, delete, and re-enter. So in this live, hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. Let me get this right. Mm-hmm. Okay, bingo. Okay. All right. So we see it right there. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. That's there. All right. No, it was me. It was me. I pressed the button and it jumped out. How I'm looking now? I'm good, y'all? I'm good? Oh, yeah, that was me. I did that. My fault. She said, Miss Jackson, don't blow. That was me. That was me, y'all. That was me. That wasn't Janet. But I got something I want to talk about tonight. We're gonna end it with the where did the OGs go wrong, because I got a story I want y'all to see. I don't know if y'all heard about the police officer that was killed in Chicago. May he rest in peace. And then there was another police officer that they hit him with an attempted murder on another. Well, matter of fact, Holly, I see you in the building. Let's just get into this right quick. I don't know if y'all heard about this story, but I want y'all to pay attention because they finally arrested a suspect. And I want you to pay attention to the picture that we have on this suspect right here, because this right here is crazy. Like, check out this young man and check out what he's facing and wait till you find out how old he is. Let's go.
My mantra is that every next level.
What the fuck did I do? Let me see right there. Okay, there we go. All right, this right here. I wanted y'all to pay attention to this right quick, because this right here is dangerous. We got some dangerous things going on right now in this world. Pay attention. Let's go.
New details tonight in the murder of a Chicago police officer.
The 23-year-old is now facing charges in connection with the deadly shooting. Tia Ewing has been following this story. She joins us now live with the latest. Tia.
Well, Don and Scott, we actually just got his mugshot, and it's very interesting. We'll show it to you here shortly, but let's talk about what we've learned. 23-year-old Darren McMillan was already a convicted felon, and now he's facing 6 felony counts, one obviously for attempted murder.
23 years old, y'all. Listen to this story. Pay attention, and I want y'all to focus on his mugshot. Please look at this young man right here in Chicago. Let's go.
Of the officer that he dragged when he tried to get away from the scene. He's also facing first-degree murder charges for the killing of 26-year-old Chicago police officer Enrique Martinez. And let's show you that mugshot that I was just talking about. We just learned yesterday of
Y'all see this? Y'all paying attention to this? Angie said, yikes. Harley says, yuck mouth. I see a zombie. Angie hit it right. I see a zombie. That's a demon, y'all. That's a demon right there, y'all. Look at that photo right there, y'all. Seriously, I want y'all to lock that photo in your head. Angie said the nigga looked possessed. Like it's a spirit or something on him. Because you know they got that MK Ultra shit, right? You know they got that MK Ultra shit, right? You know in Chicago, that's one of the places where they dropping off all these fucking vans and these warehouses of guns and bullets and ammunition, right? Holly said he looked dead. Check him out. Listen to the story, y'all. Let's go.
McMillan's long criminal history. The 23-year-old has been arrested for unlawful possession of a weapon and has a pending case out of Will County for possessing and manufacturing cannabis. Months ago, he tried cheating on his drug test on October 16th. That's when he was placed on an electronic monitoring, and an ankle monitor was put on out of Will County. McMillan was the passenger in the stopped car Monday night in the 8,000 block of South Ingleside. When Officer Enrique Martinez and his partner approached the car, McMillan was reaching into a bag, and that's when the suspect pulled out a gun modified with a switch on it, able to fire off multiple rounds in just seconds.
After noticing McMillan in the front passenger seat reaching for a bag on the floor of the vehicle, Officer Martinez and his partner gave verbal direction for McMillan to stop reaching. At this point, McMillan produced a fully automatic handgun equipped with a machine gun conversion device and an extended magazine and fired in the direction of Officer Martinez, fatally striking him. The driver of the vehicle was also fatally struck multiple times by McMillan's gunfire. The weapon was recovered inside the vehicle.
Martinez was driven to the hospital by his fellow officers, but sadly died. McMillan pushed the driver of the car he was in out of the driver's seat, and that's when he dragged that officer. That officer discharged one bullet into the ground. He was injured, but we are told he will be okay. As for McMillan, he then took off on foot. He then broke into a woman's house and removed his ankle monitor. He cut it off with a knife. He was quickly caught just a few blocks away, and there was a third suspect inside of that vehicle when all of this happened. That person was in the rear.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds were cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
That kid going to jail and he getting the death penalty. 23 years old. He gone. Don't look for him to come home this Christmas. That nigga got 7 felonies. That nigga hit a cop with a switch, then tried to kill another cop backing out with a vehicle. That nigga's gone. I was talking about something yesterday. I was talking about, if everybody in here heard about the situation with Buckshot Shorty, right? My man Chief Ed said, we back in the building like UPS man delivering a gift or a present. or package. But y'all heard about what's going on with buckshot, right? That's why I be trying to wait a little bit. Like when certain stories be breaking, I don't jump on it. See, it's a difference between just running your fucking mouth and content. It's the difference between just coming up to blatantly disrespect somebody or discredit somebody and content. I try to get into the content. The reason why this would hit me crazy is because I told y'all something. I didn't go into the depth of it, but I'm going to talk about it a little more now. Shout out to my DCEP compadres. When we was around Buck and them back in the days, if anybody here remembers, Buckshot and them crew was called Boot Camp Click. Anybody familiar with that terminology? Boot Camp Click. So when we was coming around with boot camp therapy, that means if we whipped you out and stomped you, you was getting stomped with Timbs. Forgive us. We was kids. One of us fought, we all fought. Whether it was 8-on-8 or 8-on-1 or 8-on-2 or 10-on-8 or 12-on-8 or 20-on-4. DCEP was totally different. Everybody listen to Buckshot's statement. I feel as though when you of age, matter of fact, I'm going to give you this. When you become 50 years old, before your 50th birthday, they're going to send you a motherfucking pamphlet. The reason why I'm going to tell you this is because I'm 52 years old. I just turned 52, September the 10th. But before your 50th birthday, they're going to send you a pamphlet with 4 letters on it. That's an acronym. Like LOL stands for laugh out loud. You're going to get a package that has 4 letters on it. It says AARP, the American Association for Retired People. So even if you're working at the age of 50, you are considered a senior citizen. You can go to McDonald's and get the cup of coffee for 38 cents. So as a senior citizen, as a homeowner, you should be able to handle things as a regular civilian person would do. But see, Buckshot made a mistake. This guy right here, Buckshot Shorty, the infamous one of Black Moon, shout out to Drew High and them. He made a mistake. See, what he forgot about was everybody has a recording device. Everybody. Thank you, Angie. Everybody has a recording device now. The reason why everybody has a recording device now is because we all have cell phones that can record. Now, if you pay attention to the show yesterday, shout out to Doggy Diamonds. He released a statement saying that he was attacked by a group of men that were squatting in one of his apartments, one of his buildings. A group of men. And apparently, he said that they allegedly had firearms. I saw the picture of Buckshot. I don't want to put that picture up. I told y'all a story about I had a fight with an individual by the name of Eyepiece. I literally made him look like that. I also told you about how his child's mother told me the impact of when he came into the house that night, it scared his children away from him. Club Fortune, I see you in the building, beloved. Chief said he shouldn't have went by himself. Lady JJ, you know I love your soul. I appreciate you, sis. You know I love your soul. I appreciate you. Y'all got y'all links. I told y'all going to start getting 10 seconds, but I'm going to spare y'all tonight because I'm in a good mood. I said on the show yesterday, the Buckshot that I know. Well, instead of me telling you about the Buckshot that I knew back then, because the Buckshot that I knew back then was similar in character to the person that I was back then. Hard-headed, chip on my shoulder, ready to fight the world, thought nothing could stop me. I was running with one of the most dangerous crews in Brooklyn. I felt as though I was unstoppable. That's how I felt back in the days. Shout out to 050 China Brim. I'm a motherfucking senior citizen. So there is a way that I'm going to move accordingly today as a senior citizen. City Bama salute. See, when I was young and dumb, fuck that. Tarzan, king of the world. So, you know, I can get beat up, or I can beat somebody up, or I can get jumped and wake up in the next morning. That shit ain't bothering me. If motherfuckers jump me today, Angie, if they jump me today, your boy gonna be in pain. You understand that? You understand that? Yo, City Bama, we know not to fuck with them young boys, because even when I be at the job talking to the young boys, I tell them this with the most respect. They may think I be joking, and they laugh at me because you're like, chill, OG, you good. It's y'all time. It's y'all time. If you are 50 years up, you done had your time. Because when we was 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, you couldn't tell us nothing. We didn't give a fuck about how old you niggas was when it came to getting this money. Angie said, God damn it, we can hurt ourselves stretching. Shit, I farted one time and pulled a goddamn cramp in my back. Excuse me, I hope I ain't sound too gross. I farted one time too hard and pulled a muscle in my goddamn back. Now, I said something. Yesterday, I asked people, how would they feel? Because Buckshot says in his statement, I am working with the lawyer and the authorities. He said, at this age, body different, breathing different. I'm out, Rico. That's a fact. Now, if he was handling himself and acting accordingly as a senior citizen, and he was going to try to handle something pertaining to his property, if this happened to him, he has every right to talk to the police. But after seeing this video right quick, y'all, tell me, do y'all feel as though he have the right to involve the police? I want y'all to pay attention to this because it's a new video out, fair YouTube usage. You remember where y'all saw it first? You do remember where y'all saw this shit first at, right? Because this right here is kind of sad. This shit is crazy. Shout out to Spooky Hours right quick. You got to say shout out to Spooky Hours for bringing this video out. Shout out to Spooky Hours. And pay attention. I want y'all to pay attention to everything that Buckshot said. I want y'all to pay attention now to everything that Buckshot said. And I want to know something. Is he eligible to be talking to the police? See, because they said it would be outlandish and foolish. I just want a fair opinion. They said to call him a snitch would be will be some sucker shit because he's a grown man. So I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to listen to what he said. I want y'all to watch what happened. And I want y'all to tell me how y'all feel if he should be calling the police. Let's go.
Of course, the official story was that Buckshot went to one of his properties to make attempts to get rid of some unauthorized occupants, right? They were labeling them, these individuals who attacked them as squatters. Well, it seems as if, it's more to the story, right? And yesterday, Buckshot, he released an official statement just to, ease the fans and everyone just having questions and concerns about this incident. Because, again, the initial video that went viral was very graphic, right?
Now, pay attention to this. He said, to all my friends, fans, and supporters, thank you for reaching out during this difficult time. Recently, I was a victim of a violent assault involving multiple individuals armed with weapons, including handguns. This attack stems from an ongoing dispute over my property, where I'm the rightful owner, but have faced issues with unauthorized occupants who escalated the situation to violence. So what he's saying is, quote unquote, it's some people that was in there paying rent. People stopped paying rent for them because they probably was migrants, and now he's trying to evict them on his own. He's trying to say, fuck the fact that you have to go through a criminal court case with this. You can't just go up in nobody's house and say, yo, check this out. You got to leave. I went through this with my mom's building when she passed away because people on the second floor was playing with the motherfucking money and they was trying to have this one and that one in the apartments. I ran up in there and threw niggas out. And guess what they had? The police ran up in there and sent my ass to the 77th precinct because they said because we owned the building had nothing to do with the contract that was between my mother and her. So when that little part of the apartment in my mom's building, we had no right to be in there unauthorized. But see, it's something different about what he's saying, y'all. Because he said, as someone who's been an entertainer and a part of the community for over 30 years, I'm deeply disturbed that such an incident could happen in New York City. I love, and I call it home. Violence, has no place here. Check this out now. This is where it gets interesting. He said, I'm calling on everyone to come together to make New York safer and better for all of us. He said, I am currently recovering from my injuries. I'm working closely with my legal team and law enforcement to ensure that this matter is handled properly. We are committed to seeing justice served. And I ask of your patience and support as the legal process unfolds. Again, thank you for all the well wishes. Let's put an end to violence and help rebuild a stronger New York. Now, let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think right now he has the right to deal with the police? Because I got a video to show y'all. And this right here made it look totally different than what he was saying. Let's get into this video right quick. Fair YouTube usage.
Right. Like I said, for me, when I first seen it, it was hard for me to, tell if that was really Buckshot or not. Right. When I seen the video, it showed up on Twitter because, again, certain platforms, you won't even be able to see certain, graphic videos. But on Twitter, it's a wild.
Now, shout out to what my man Big Chief said. Chief said, yo, check this out. I'm not a fan of police, but if he owns his property, so it's understandable. But if he goes about it the wrong way, it could turn out worse with those migrants. It could turn out worse with any one of us. Hold on, let's get to the facts of this. Let's talk about something. First of all, it ain't about let's get that whole bullshit out of our mind, because that's some bullshit because of the world is putting it on television. Fuck the fact that they migrants. Let's say if it was me or you. When another motherfucking country in another motherfucking space, you told us we got somewhere to live. You're going to pay our bills. Then you stop paying our bills. And now we don't have no income, no money, because the funding and all that should have been stopped because of the bullshit that's going on with Mayor Adams. So as a human being, how you feel now? That could be my mother. That could be your brother. That could be your sister. That could be your cousin. That could be your best friend you grew up with. Fuck the migrant bullshit. You dig what I'm saying? Let's just the fact that it's human beings that were put into a home, and now all of a sudden, because of this bullshit that's going on with this federal investigation with the mayor that laundered all this money allegedly, now their funds have been cut off. Their funds is cut off now. We ain't giving you no money. We ain't paying your motherfucking rent. Fuck that. And the landlord, as a landlord, it is your obligation to go through the process of eviction. It is not. See, y'all fail to realize, I'm going to tell the truth. He was trying to be a goon, not a landlord. So I'm going to get upset with what I'm saying. Somebody got to say it. He didn't go over there to handle that shit like a motherfucking landlord. Because if he'd have went over there to handle that shit like a landlord, he would have had police officers with him. He went over there like a goon on my name is Buckshot, yo. And I got proof. Watch the video.
Wild West, right? So now we getting, video of what happened moments before this incident, right? It's Buckshot in the same outfit.
Hold on. Now the man is walking with his moms now. Or a lady, pay attention now. And you said you came as a landlord. I see you came as a goon.
Up on Twitter, because again, certain platforms you won't even be able to see certain, graphic videos, but on Twitter, it's a wild, wild west, right? So now we getting, video of what happened moments before this incident, right? It's Buckshot.
Yo, shout out to my man Club Force. And he said, yo, you're not wrong, Dice. My dad was a landlord, and I had to go through the legal process. He said it's arduous, but it's effective, if I pronounce that word correctly. Well, my mom's passed away. Before she passed away, rest in peace to a lady by the name of Miss Diane. She had Section 8. She got sick. When my mother passed away, Miss Diane got sick. So now she's in the hospital. She was back and forth in and out the hospital because she was suffering from complications of HIV. May she rest in peace. When she was in the hospital for like 2 to 3 months, they turned her home into like a brothel. Bunch of people running in and out my mom's apartment. First of all, I'm already upset because I done buried my mother. Number one, I don't know what people thinking about. I'm my mother's only child. Now, first of all, this is 2-3 months after burying my mother. I'm still going through burying my mother, and I'm still having to be a landlord. I'm a street dude. I sold drugs. All this landlord shit was not in my motherfucking resume. You dig what I'm saying? So when it came to the fact where I'm trying to express to people, yo, check this out. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt because she had a son and a daughter that stayed there. On the strength of their mother, they always would have a place to stay. But when I started seeing the stepfather and then the stepfather's kids, and then the homegirl is going through some shit with her baby father, then your man that he beefing with, no. See, I wasn't aware of the process of eviction. All I know is my name is Dice. I got my mans, and we ran up in there. And them niggas came and locked my ass up. So when you come to somebody, if you're going to come as a landlord, you're going to have to come with the police. Simple and plain. When somebody is getting evicted, usually the landlord comes with police because the landlord is evicting somebody the correct way. That's why the police are there, because the police are there to tell you you can gather up this stuff. You have a certain amount of time to take this, and we have to watch you and make sure that you get your stuff and leave this property without incident. But when you go and take it upon yourself to say, well, fuck that. My name is XYZ. This is my property. Fuck waiting for the police. I ain't got to go to court. See, this is what happens. You in Brooklyn, New York, beloved. This was not moving and acting accordingly, because this does not seem like a landlord that came to have somebody evicted correctly. This seems like an aggressive gangster running his mouth, making it seem like he was ready to harm someone. Y'all tell me what y'all see.
In the same outfit. The only difference is, he's pretty much, walking away from the scene, right? Asking questions as to why you leaving. He's being accused of being a snitch. So the point is, there is more to the story.
Now you see that move right there he just did, y'all? when he pulled his pants leg up. See, because some of y'all might not be able to catch it. Y'all see the move he did right there when he was antagonizing the man and he stepped up and he pulled his pants leg up and he gritched his crop area? That means I'm ready to fight. If you really got an eye for this shit, yo, boy, why you tightening up your motherfucker? Why you stamping your feet and all that shit, my nigga? Well, let's go over this again and see if he deserves to deal with the police because of his mannerism. Talk to me. I feel as though he don't. Now I'm looking at him like he a snitch. Now you ratting because it didn't end up the way you thought it was going to end, beloved.
Pretty much, you know, walking away from the scene, right? Asking questions as to why you leaving. He's being accused of being a snitch. So the point is, there is more to the story that's being told to the people. And I'm sure in due time, we'll get all of the information. But again, for those wondering where these videos coming from, there's an individual on YouTube by the name of Hip Hop Raised Me, the blog. They made a whole video explaining this situation. I'll make sure to leave the link in the description so you can watch the full video.
I'm not understanding, man. I don't think right there that deserves the police work. I don't think that deserves the police work. Right? Shout out to my man. Revenue Rob, you dig? Go check him out, man.
I got stupid juice.
Shout out to Revenue Rob, man. YouTube usage, man. Let's go.
Take a walk in these size 10. Into a world where ain't no love inside the hearts of men. So use your mind and think wise. No skateboard, I'm on the ground. Bitch, I'm on a full stomach. Big 30, shiesty on my face. I'm ready to brr something. Waste 5 my cigarettes. Nike high, get a check. Stepping out of bounds, I'ma blow this whistle. Hit you with a tech. Beat you from the shoulder. Overhand you like a soldier. Pissing y'all. Cause they was talking out their ass, I'ma put my foot in that. Oh, I done been in hell and back. Twice, I'm a felon, yeah. Cheese eaters be acting like Martin, they running and telling that. Damn, the Reaper took my dog, but he wasn't really yet. But I've been pushing up on shit so long, I'm starting to feel like I'm
heavy live, y'all.
Yeah, let me catch my win before I go back in, and I'ma tell you about my lifestyle. See, a win is what I recommend, but I'm taking losses right now. So when I pick this pipe up, I'ma make me a nigga pipe down. Fuck, nigga, how you close a nigga that was loyal? What the fuck, nigga? Stand on business in any situation, I don't dump niggas. Took my time, I never take the stand because my nuts bigger. Backed up, my baby mama man blew her up, so now you stuck with her. Bitch, sometimes I wonder how the hell I've been through more shit than a plumber. I'm trying to keep my head above water without going under. That shit be so wrong. Kinda got the ringworms, I've been getting out the mud for so long. Pain, indictment papers with them people emerge. We all gotta store my shit just a little deeper than yours, you heard me? Pay attention, I get deep with them words, you heard me? Oh, you heard me? Indictment papers with them people emerge. We all gotta store my shit just a little deeper than yours, you heard me? Scuba dive, I get deep with them words, you heard me?
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me.
I'm thinking about that young man, 23 years old, about to go to jail for the rest of his life. And I'm wondering, where did the OGs go wrong? That kid looked like a zombie. Chicago is full of zombies and demons now. It seemed like I don't remember who said it. They said he was foaming out the mouth, like literally looking possessed. Like, where did them OGs go wrong? How do you watch a child grow up in your neighborhood and you watch him formulate into a demon without stopping him? And then the OGs they got out here today, because now the OGs is what, 27? About 23 years old, 24 years old, because the leadership has dropped down so low. What 20? What you an OG now at 23 now they talking about? 24, that's the OG, that's the OG. When I was coming up, like if you was an OG, like you had to have like a 20-year plus reputation. Remember that word? A 20-year plus reputation of being solid, inspirational, being able to de-escalate certain situations, being able to resolve problems without violence. Like the OGs that we was around, they made sure that they name and their reputation was so high and upheld with so much of a high regard that when they said to stop speaking, people got quiet. It wasn't out of fear. It was out of just wanting to know the knowledge that was coming from the OG mouth. So when the OGs would tell us, well, you mad at him because he has a different clientele. See, you on a block selling nickels, and you see a little money, but he's around the corner selling 20s. You're selling nickels, and he's selling 20s. You getting a little bit of change, but it seems like he is just evolving by the second. In your mind, young saying, what's the difference between me and him? Why they not coming to me like that? Because that nigga is spending much more money than you are spending. See, that's the part people don't talk about. You might be buying a 3.5, he might be buying 1,000 grams, hypothetically speaking. He might have the opportunity to do certain things that you wouldn't even have the thought of doing because you're going for every crumb. He know his profit is inevitable. It's going to come regardless. You're hoping for your profit. He know his profit is coming regardless. But then you start saying to yourself, the reason why you not getting all the money like he is getting, because he is there. So you start telling yourself, if I get rid of him, you get all that money. That's a hustler's curse. That's a hustler's curse. Because a lot of people fail to realize usually when something happens, when somebody gets their life taken and a person's name is attached to it, motherfuckers ain't trying to fuck with them. Yo, that nigga killed such and such. Net Stars, I appreciate you. He said, keep up the great content. Yeah, we got to stay in our own lane, beloved. RC, I see you in the building. Salute. Shout out to my guy, Hank McCoy. Shout out to Dog Soldier, man. Shout out to FTC Vice. He probably sleep. Sometimes we come home and break it down. But what happened with the real OGs, like the OGs that we knew? The OGs that told you, check this out, it's not going to be a war. Remember back in the days, they'd be like, yo, leave that shit alone, and that's all it was happening. It wasn't no why you said leave it alone or fuck with that niggas. See, when we was coming up, it always comes back to the word reputation. City Boy Floyd said talk. It always came back. He could tell you this, man. For example, Albany Projects. One of the most notorious projects in Brooklyn. Albany and St. Mark's. Rest in peace to my nigga Tim. Whew. The stories that I'll be wanting to talk about, I tell niggas I never talk about. See, niggas don't understand that shit. See, it's the difference between certain things. It's certain things that just got to go with certain people to the grave, man. Albany Avenue, Albany Projects, the new side or the old side. It's legendary. It's legends everywhere. Everywhere. Rest in peace to Ringy. Rest in peace to Raheem. Shout it out to Pooch, a.k.a. Glock. Shout it out to the Kendus. Rest in peace to Divine. Shout it out to Phil. Shout it out to all the official ones that really, really was around. The Seals, the Webbs. Shout out to the Peso Honchos. You dig what I'm saying? To the Martises, a.k.a. the Wises. Rest in peace to Barrage. You dig? Shout out to the Casino Mics. Like, it's one of our monks. It's so many legends that was around one area. The respect came from the reputation. It was some men that was never known to even like guns. Shout out to Buck Dance, rest in peace. Millionaire. Millionaire. Rest in peace, 10 Box. Rest in peace, Jonah, man. Rest in peace to my nigga Jonah, a.k.a. Johan, man. He said, rest in peace, Poe. Rest in peace, Naya B. It's all official name. Yo, if they only knew, man. City Boy, if they only knew. That's why I say shout out to the people that come to the chats. Because now we the OGs. Whether you believe it or not, now we the OGs. If you 45 years plus, you OG. Some of you double OGs. By experience. We got to stop ignoring these young boys that we see making these fucked up decisions. The ones that I see going crazy, I drop a jewel in them and slide. See, I come to them with laughter. I'm not coming to them with aggression. Number one, 2025 is supposed to be the year of the men. We're going to start conversating better. We're going to start relating to each other. We're going to start respecting each other's feelings. When we're talking to each other, whether we're upset or not, having a stern conversation, it doesn't mean it has to be any type of disrespect between two men, because it's time for people to start really paying attention. We getting too old for the sucker shit. Like the official niggas, like that's why I say where the OGs went wrong, because the OGs that I know and myself and certain other people, I'm going to work, y'all. I'm tired of the streets. Lola, salute. It's like the dude, I'm not even talking that gangster shit, because me, tell you the truth, that shit is for the birds. I'm talking about the people that really were outside. They trying to be in the house. And the ones that should be so appreciative to the fact that they don't have to go through the things that we did, they're trying to get outside. I don't get it. Egypt, it's just a car. I don't get it. And there's so many people that's running around now ignoring blatant signs from help from these youngsters that's running around us. See, if we pay attention to where the OGs went wrong with us, because we had some of the OGs that was very influential, the ones that was telling us to go to school, and then it was the ones that was telling us, yo, what you can learn in school, I can teach you in 2 months. Because it's all going to come back to getting $1. See, that's what the golden dream is, to go to school and obtain all this knowledge. Pay attention, from public school to college. And then you're supposed to be released into the world for all the information that you obtained, maybe from 5 years old to 20 or 21 years old is supposed to help you coexist in the world. That shit is bullshit. I'm 52 years old, beloved. He said, rest in peace to my dad, Mr. J, Big J. I gotta know him. I gotta know him. He said, these young boys don't want to listen. Everything is money, 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 but can't spell or can't read or write, even fill out a job application. You just said one of the strongest things right there. That's where the OGs went wrong. See, this is one thing. Yo, let me tell y'all something. I grew up with the most notorious Americans damn near in Brooklyn. My Uncle Ice Water, one of them. I'm talking about the D Nices, the Good Nights, the Sharifs, the Brian Gaves, the Tweeties. You know what I'm saying? So it's like certain things that I saw growing up, the Fred McIntoshes, the Darrells, the Glenn Fords, the Trevs, the Studs, the Big Troys. You know what I'm saying? It's like the shit that we saw, the Leroys and the Rodagons and the Barrys. And one thing I will say gravitated me to the West Indian culture. That's why I love Jamaicans all my life. I love Trinidad. I love people from foreign, but when it comes to when it comes to Jamaican people, I have something with them that's totally deep. Because shout out to the Notorious Gullyman crew, Schenectady and Sterling, Barry, and all them niggas always told us. They said, "Joe, it's nothing wrong." Like I say, nothing wrong with a bad man with a brain. He said, too much bad man running the street could create too much dope here. He said, but a bad man with a brain, he said, could become a politician. Like what he was saying, if you got some sense and you understand where you're coming from and you understand some of the problems that you went through, the obstacles that stopped you from getting certain things, if you get into power, especially in a political space, all the problems that was dropped down upon us that made us go out and dig pockets and sell cocaine and rob people and do stupid shits, we can stop our children from the future. You dig what I'm saying? Because the poverty is what fucks up everything worldwide. Like it's some OGs that just drilled it into our brains. And that's what I will say about the West Indian people. Unfortunately, a lot of Americans, the only Americans that really, really drilled it in my brain, fortunately, was my mother, father, grandmother, grandfather. But a lot of other Americans that I came up under, they wasn't even knowing how to spell school. But when it came to West Indian people, I'm not going to lie to you, they had a pride that was so intriguing to me because the love and the respect that I received in my home, the minute I walked outside, it was hard to really see that because I got some horrific story. I got some friends that have been through some real bad things, you dig what I'm saying? But to get around the West Indians, and they would categorize with such a horrible identity. Oh, they're killers, they're murderers, they sell drugs. Let me tell you something. Some of the most moral people that I've ever met in my life. See, the difference between Americans and West Indians is their disciplinary action. See, a lot of Americans are passive and they allow disrespect. They allow slander. West Indian people don't play certain things. Like if you cross if you cross the wrong Jamaican, they're going to do something to you. But if you give them the honor and the respect and the love that they give you, I'm telling you, they will rock with you to the end. And I can't even say that about a bunch of Americans. And that's some foul shit. Because Americans, instead of them using each other's hands to pull each other out of a bucket, we always trying to disrespect somebody and push them back down. West Indian people, when they came to America, they said, we going to eat. Everybody going to eat. Americans, we start eating. We say, well, we don't want D to know. But we'll let Kev know. Might not let Mikey know, but we'll let Philip know. But see, Philip is going to tell Mikey, and D is going to tell Kev. So when Philip tell Mikey that you wanted Philip to get money, but you ain't want Mikey to get money, And then when D tell Kev, you wanted D to get money, but you ain't want to get Kev to get money. You're going to have Kev and Mikey that's envious against you, and then you're going to be killed. You're going to be killed. Hypothetically speaking, meaning your reputation will be destroyed. That's what the OGs fucked up with us too. The OGs told us if we on Park Place and they right down the block on Prospect, if they come to Park Place, we're supposed to hurt them. That's disrespectful. It's disrespectful that someone else comes to a corner that we created a clientele or a reputation to be known to have drugs on this corner. But if someone from that corner that built the same reputation on that corner comes up to this corner and sells one capsule, it's disrespectful. But it's not disrespectful to sell drugs. That's where the OGs fucked us up. They fucked us up showing us them wads of money. They fucked up showing us that money and drugs and women coincide. But the way they showed it to us was disrespectfully, because a lot of the OGs, they use their women as trophies. A lot of the OGs, they didn't communicate with their women, they beat them. A lot of the OG women, they had to resort to getting high to escape reality. They had to resort to drinking, alcoholism to escape reality, or to what? Turn into the Tina Turner rage when they just get tired once every 4 months and decide to fight back. But see, the toxicity of the independence is what fucked us up with the OGs too, because the OGs stayed with them and kept them dependent and kept them under drugs. And then the dependency of the women that was with the OGs that was praying that they went to jail or knew that they was going to die sooner or later, they didn't even care about that, because when the OG died that was around them, it would be another OG around that would supply and demand the same thing that OG was giving them. That's where the OGs fucked up. They made it seem like everybody was for sale. They made it seem like all women weren't to be trusted and they were supposed to be treated like they weren't important. That's where the OGs fucked up with us, y'all. That's why it's so easy for us to cheat on our women. Because they told us if you cheat on your woman, as long as you, buy her a brand new bag. Ain't that the Cardi B syndrome? Offset, have sex with a chick, have a baby. He spend 30, 40,000 in a bag. Next thing you know, she's back. Remember that day? If you buy him something, they'll forgive you. And that right there is where they fucked up also, because they gave us the indication that our women was prostitutes. That's why it's a lack of respect between us and our women, especially when it comes to dealing with people from toxic neighborhoods and upbringings. The OGs was supposed to keep us away from all that shit. They were supposed to front. Every time they wanted to argue with their women, every time they wanted to disrespect the police, every time they wanted to sell drugs in front of us, they should have did something of totally opposite, because that was the law. That made us run to them. That made us run to them. Like, damn, he always got money. He got the pretty chicks. He got the fly clothes. He got the fly jewelry. He got the fly cars. The police is scared of him. That shit was all a fucking fantasy. They should have disguised all that shit. They should have told us from day one, this is some bullshit. The only reason why we doing this shit is because, number one, when we was coming up, they didn't give a fuck about us and our education. So a lot of us can't read and write. A lot of us don't know how to communicate. A lot of our parents, unfortunately, fell victim to certain addictions. So a lot of these drug dealers that we came up idolizing didn't tell us the true story about the reason why they became some of the most powerful and influences in the neighborhood, because they had the most horrible upbringings. The most best drug dealers will tell you when they was dead broke and they couldn't even eat. And they said they'll never go back to that motherfucking feeling again, because their parents was out in the street. Their parents wasn't there. I got homeboys and I got homegirls that was taking care of their brothers and sisters when they was 7 and 8 years old, because their parents was in the street running behind chasing something that they gave us in some type of form of addiction that made us think that it could really be true for about 10 to 20 minutes, as they say, in the form of crack. Think about that alcohol. They said that alcohol makes people go to another motherfucking world, turn into people that they don't even, that's where the OGs fucked up. They taught us how to drink. They taught us how to smoke cigarettes. They taught us how to lie to the police. They told us how to be some of the most conniving individuals in the world, and we was praised for it. They told us how to be violent. They told us how to be uncompassionate to people making mistakes. That's how they fucked up. So if you some age, where you got some sense, and you feel as though that you've been through enough, you've been through enough experiences up and down where you can help somebody, tell a friend and tell a friend. Now it's time for the men to win. Another day alive, another day free, y'all. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Salute.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?